Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We are jumping straight into today's video. It's going to be a declutter and organize with me. I'm going to be working in my son Rowdy's closet. It desperately needed to be decluttered. He has several clothes that he had outgrown that I needed to get out of there, and just organize his shelves and things like that. So we're going to be working on that today. And I'm also going to be styling this new blanket ladder that I picked up for him. It is a wooden blanket ladder, and I want to display some of his blankets that he got from like when he was born and before he was born. And I'm showing you right here, I paid $15 for it, and I'm just using my Method wood cleaner to get it cleaned up. But that's what I'm working on right now. These blankets have just been thrown in his closet, and I just think they were too pretty to just be tucked and hidden away. So I'm going to display them on this blanket ladder in his room, and so that's what we're starting with today. I'm just starting to fold them and layer them on this ladder, and you'll see that I go back and forth and move them around because I liked how one blanket might have looked on a different shelf than the other ones. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I wasn't able to use all of them, but I picked out all the ones that had his name on it and ones that had blue and white stitching on it because it matches his bedroom. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'll show you at the end, but I really like how it turned out, and I think it's really sweet. I'm not sure if there is a correct way that you're supposed to layer these on here. I may not be doing it right, but I did get a blanket ladder for Christmas, and I don't have as many blankets displayed on that as I'm putting right here. But I have it in my living room, and so I'm just layering these kind of how I did that one. So hopefully I'm doing it right, but I think it turned out cute. Alright, and this is how it turned out. I think it is really cute, and it just adds something to this area in his room, and now the blankets get to be seen, and I think they're just so precious, and the people that especially took the time to hand stitch these for him and give them to me at my baby showers was so sweet. So I'm really glad that I decided to do this. Okay, now I am going to move into his closet, and I'm going to start by getting that laundry going that's in his basket because it was full, and then I'm just going to take everything that is on the floor and bring it out into his bedroom so I can kind of go through it and vacuum the bottom of his closet once I get all of this taken out. Some of this stuff wasn't even supposed to be in his closet. It just kind of got put in here whenever we moved in, and I just haven't done anything with it. But this basket that I'm going through right now, and that's his little, it was part of his door hanger at the hospital when he was born. But this little basket right here that I'm going through is just some of his keepsake things that I want to keep. So I'm going to actually put that in a, like a tote, and so that I can store it in our shop. And I'm just going to start going through his clothes. He had several that I had pushed all the way to the left that I knew he had outgrown, but there were a couple of outfits that I wanted to keep, especially some of his nicer ones, and anything that has his name on it, I keep it and save it for him for one day if I ever want to make a blanket out of it, or you know, just a little keepsake. So anything with his name I do keep, as well as a couple of the other nicer outfits and sentimental things. So that's what I'm working on now, and I'm just going to start pulling all this off of his shelves. And I skipped over some of it because I knew that might get boring, watch me go through all these clothes, but that's what I'm working on right now. I am checking the sizes on some of these as I go. We're kind of in a weird size range right now. He can still wear 24-month and 2T things, but he can also wear like 3T shirts, but anything bigger than 2T bottoms are just way too big on him. So when I have to buy things as a set, it's always hard to decide what size I want to get. So some of these I think he still can wear. I am going to hold on to them until I can try them on him, like for his spring and summer things, because they're short sets. If you have kids, tell me in the comments below, how often do you go through their clothes? I feel like I don't go through Rowdy's probably as often as I should, maybe like once a season. I felt like when he was a baby, you know, we were changing sizes so often from 0 to 3, 6, 9 months, all that. I went through them a lot more often than I do now. But let me know how often you go through your kids' clothes. And you can see my little helper has come to join me. He loves playing with hangers, and he was getting so tickled at himself because he was hanging them up and hooking them on each other. And all of these hangers on the floor, we're going to take them and put them on his shelf. Okay, so this is what I ended up leaving in the closet. Back there he has his jackets, and these are some Christmas shirts I think he'll still be able to wear next year. Some long sleeve dress shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. These are some short sets that I think he can still wear, and some newer, bigger sizes here. And his jeans, yep, his jeans and khakis right there. And then down here, these are some things that just didn't need to be hung up. These are like cuter outfits I'm going to save in case we ever have another little boy and I want to use them. And then these are sentimental. I don't keep everything. I mean, I just don't have the room to store it all. But this he wore on his first birthday. This he wore at his first birthday party. This was Easter. And then these things have his name on them. So I am going to keep those. I have I don't know if you can see it, but a tote up there of like sentimental type things. And I also have more. And then these are some clothes that I'm going to try to sell or donate. So that's what this big pile is. And then now I have all these extra hangers. Some of them are already in here, but now I have even more. So I think we did a good job, Rowdy man. Okay, so I got all that picked up off the floor, and I just put them in an empty drawer for now until I can go through and post what I want to sell and put those other ones in a container. So now I'm going to give the closet a quick vacuum while everything's out of here. Those still are leaned up against the wall, and I'm going to put those in our extra closet hopefully in the next day or two. But they have to stay right here for now because I don't have anywhere else to put them. But I am going to give the rest of the floor a quick vacuum. Now I'm going to work on this little shelf that's in here. I have just been neglecting to go through this stuff, and it needed to be gone through. Some of it I'm going to have to wait till my husband can come move it somewhere for me. Like that paint needs to go out to our shop. That other little box of stuff needs to be put up somewhere else. But I am going to go through this stuff because I know there's some things in here that I want to donate. That little bag right there is his Halloween trick-or-treat bag. A lady made that for me with his name on it this year, so I am going to keep it. And I'm showing you those two things. That little hat he wore at his first birthday. Our theme was Rowdy's Roundup, so he was our little cowboy. And then also that other bag of stuff was his mat that we took his monthly pictures on. That little bear that's sitting right there, we had that made for Rowdy with one of his papa's shirts. That's my husband's father, and he passed away about a year ago. So we had that little teddy bear made for Rowdy out of one of his papa's shirts, and on the little pocket it has a little special note. Okay, I've got to go work in the mess I created in his room by trying to clean out his closet. But his closet looks so much better now. All I have in here are and this is a box I need to get Kenny to put either up there or in our shop. I don't know yet. And then these are some keepsake things I'm going to put in a drawer. Paint I need him to move. And then I just have some of his shoes, clothes. These are some things that I want to hang on the wall. His dirty clothes hamper, his diaper genie, and which I was using for my tripod a minute ago. And like I said, this is going to be moved. So this looks so much better. Now I've just got to work on all of this mess. That pink bag that I'm picking up right there is actually stuff that I've already gone through and started collecting things that I wanted to go through that he had outgrown. So I'm just going to put it, and I am putting some of this stuff back in his closet, which is not really ideal because I know I just took it out, but it can't stay in his bedroom floor, and at least I have it in piles, so whenever I get ready to, it's already been gone through. When I get ready to do something with it, I know where it needs to go. But some of that is going to have to sit in his closet until I decide, to go through the clothes and see what I want to sell, what I want to donate, and some other things that I want to take to the Christian Center. This little 3-drawer piece belongs to my mother-in-law. So these were just some like seasonal, especially Christmas and fall pajamas and things like that I had been just storing in here until I could do something with them. And I'm going to get all those out so that can go back to her house. Okay, so I know it looks like we kind of junked this up again, but I have them in piles how I want them to be taken care of, and I just don't want them in the middle of his room. So, like I said, this stuff's going in a tote. That back there stuff I got to go through or either take to the Christian Center. So I just moved it in here for now. Those blankets, I hadn't decided yet. That stuff up there is going in a tote. And his bedroom looks a lot better. This stuff right here, sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy, is going back to my mother-in-law. So that will be gone soon. And at least it's all like grouped together how it needs to be taken care of. And I'm going to give his floor a quick vacuum in here. And then we'll be done in here for right now. Alright guys, well that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you liked this kind of clean and declutter with me. The place that I got the blanket ladder from this morning, I also picked up a few other things, and I just wanted to include that at the end of this video, just in case you might be interested. But I picked up a Pray Ray Dunn cup, and actually when I got it home I already had one just like this, but it was only $4, and I really like to drink out of these, not just for decoration. So I'm gonna get that washed up and put with the rest of my Ray Dunn. I picked up this little dolly. I just think they're so cute, and I like to drape them in my hutch. Sorry, Axel is playing with a toy back here. And it was $1.25. And the last thing I picked up is this little tea kettle. It says tea for two, and it was only $1. So I thought the color of it would look really good mixed in with my Ray Dunn stuff, because you can tell it's a similar color. So that's all I picked up from there, and the blanket ladder was $15. I would love for you to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.